Yo, 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 what up, baby? We are back, and today we are going to be jumping in and talking about what's new in the AI world. You dig? So, y'all know I just get on here. I'm going to be on later tonight at 8 o'clock because Elon and those guys are talking about Grok 3. And if who's excited about Grok 3, I am, because honestly, I have Twitter Premium Max Plus, whatever the hell it's called, and I don't really use Grok yet, but I'm gonna start using Grok. Let's see if it's worth the what would you call it? Worth the chance, I guess. What's that? Just give me a chance. um so what I'm gonna do right now, I think we should just jump in and start, you know, looking at what's new on the AI news. And it's President's Day, so my kids might be here. Um, Getting a call. I'm gonna have to ignore that, my boy. And let me text you back. Here we go. All right, they'll text me back. Um, if you guys hear my kids in the background, it is what it is. It's one of those days, man. Let them live, let them rock. They might come in and say, "What's up?" They might not. It's just where we are in life. All right. So what I was saying is, I'm gonna jump in. Uh, okay. This is actually call at the packaging people. All right. Hold on. This is some work stuff. That was actually pretty crazy. We ordered some bottles that I designed packaging for, and those bottles are just imagine you print square stickers, and then the bottle is like wider at the bottom and thinner at the top. So the square sticker has like a weird gap. I don't know. It's packaging problems. All right. So what I was saying is I want to jump in and I'll be back on later tonight at like 8 o'clock to talk about, or at least live stream and react to the new Grok 3 release. Um, that should be cool. It's my first time doing something like that, and I'm gonna try to do this as often as I can because I want to take this serious. Excuse me. So I'm gonna jump in right now and let's see what's new in the AI news world. How about that? Let's just do that. Let me get this. Boom. All right. So right now, I already clicked this one before just to see what it will. I don't know if it was gated access. So let's go ahead and check this one. I didn't really read it. I want to get a real reaction with you guys, but just based off of this title, this is crazy because all of the homies or whoever is in a writer's room or just in a situation where you're a writer and we get our news from New York Times, and now New York Times is trying to implement AI into its everyday life. That is crazy. And this is all I've been trying to tell people. This is where the world is going. So let's figure out what the hell they're doing. The New York Times adopts AI tools in the newsroom. And I mean, like I said, the title kind of gives it away, but the outlet is reportedly encouraging staff to use AI to suggest edits, headlines, and questions to ask during interviews. Bruh, like what I'm telling y'all, we are human are I mean, a lot of humans essentially will be unnecessary. You only need those 1 to 5 key players on your team who love what they do and they know how to use AI, and then they'll be able to get it going. But it sounds like what they're trying to do is make it like the AI is the writer's assistant. So it's not really replacing the writers. They're trying to get their writers to pump out more content, because if you think about it, now with the help of AI, the editor's room, the checks and balance, that's all happening faster. So if I mean, it's a smart move by New York Times, and I'm sure some jobs got crunched, like right, like editors gone. Who's coming up with the headlines? Gone. And the questions, like I'm sure it was someone's job to come up with questions and do research for interviews, but now just imagine like the AI can basically scrape the web of everything possibly on the internet when it attached to like a talent or something and generate questions in minutes, seconds, right? So it's like, bruh, that's changing. So here, let me see if I can. I don't want it to be small. Uh Boom, let's go. Uh ooh, my kids knocking on the door kind of scare me. Um and then we'll move this over to the left a little bit. All right, so let's check this out. The New York Times has reportedly approved artificial intelligence tools that newsroom staff can use for editing copy, summarizing information, coding, and writing. Wow, I didn't even know the newsroom was coding. What if anybody in the newsroom is watching this, what y'all coding? Like what's being coded in the newsroom? I need to know, because honestly, I don't want to know. The publication announced in an internal email that product and editorial staff will receive AI training. Um, that's pretty cool. So honestly, this creates a job, right? So yes, some jobs are being replaced, but this might create a job. AI training. If you're like a company out there and you want to train your staff on AI, hit your boy up. I'm gonna pull up. I'll do it on Zoom. I could do it in person if you're local. I'll come by. You know what I'm saying? Quick couple $100. Train like training, and I could pull up and I can just do something light bulb. That's a good idea, but that's a job being created right there. I do have the live chat set up on uh X now. So if anybody's watching on X and you want to chat, I can see it. Last time I couldn't figure that out, but now I can, dude, and I feel like it's a cool thing to have. Especially I'll have more viewers on X than I will on Twitch, and that's just. But I got a follower on Twitch, so whoever follow me on Twitch, shout out to you, man or woman. I love you, straight up. And introduce a new internal AI tool called Echo. Wow. So they have their own. So we can't use it, but New York Times built their own AI agent, right? And it's called Echo for summarizing articles, briefings, and other company activities. So 100% hands down, this is what they did. They hired someone like myself, build us an AI agent, and we're going to upload it with every article we've ever written. So now it per category at that. So sports, business, news, entertainment, every article type that they write on, they went ahead and uploaded all that information into their AI's brain, the machine learning part, right? And once again, I don't make these videos to talk to other AI agent people. I'm sorry, because me and you, we know what we're talking about. I'm not here to speak our language. So when I say like the brain and stuff like that, I'm trying to talk to my viewers who really don't know much about AI and they're eager to learn. So they uploaded all of their information into the brain. And imagine they asked someone how long has New York Times been open? Let's see. New York Times launch date. Start date. Let's say 1851. Okay? Just imagine that they went to 1900. I mean, I don't know. Actually, 1851 might be some crazy articles in there. We don't want too much, hate speech. But I'm sure they went back to a point in time where they have all their articles in a database, and they uploaded all those articles to the brain, and now their AI is as smart as the company itself, one, and then two, anybody in that company who might think they are a New York Times like expert, you're not anymore. Now the AI is, because it's taking all that information, and in the future when you ask it to write something or edit something or whatever, it knows exactly what New York Times wants. It knows the structure. It knows the claim, evidence, warrants. It knows the storytelling. It knows where to put the call to actions and all that stuff, because that many articles have been written. And if that's the blueprint, it's easy to mimic. We're not recreating anything from scratch anymore. Like, everyone studies claim, evidence, warrants in grade school, and now the AI is like, bruh, I'm gonna still work with you, but step to the side after you come up with your, because the human needs to be like the thinker, to where, hey, I know Shohei Ohtani is going to the Dodgers. I'm gonna write an article right now, very fast, but let's let the AI make this article better. But you get what I'm trying to say here? The human is that, like, when to post something or when not to. If not, the AI probably would find out after it's been uploaded to the internet. So you need that human to be first, right? So staff were reportedly sent new editorial guidelines detailing permitted use for Echo and other AI tools, which encourage newsroom employees to use them to suggest edits and revisions for their work. and generate summaries, promotional copy for social media, and SEO headlines. Damn. So look, this right here, SEO, dude. Look, let me tell you guys this. I have been doing SEO for a long time, right? And SEO it's data. At the end of the day, you need to learn how to look at data and analytics. But imagine, okay, I know if I say this apple is good, and online people are searching good apples, right? And that's being searched 200 times a month, okay? But if I know also that people are searching for this apple, this red apple that's good, or something like that, right? Red apples that are good. Then I would title my article about the red apples that are good because that's being searched 2,000 times a month. So you can see how many times someone searches something on Google. So that same data that we go physically and scrape and look at, now AI has access to that data within seconds through API keys. And an API key is basically uh, a bridge, a connection, right? It's almost like plugging something into the wall. Imagine the data and the analytics are here is the wall, and your plug is the API key, and you're allowed to plug into the wall, but you have to get access for that. And some places give you API keys and some don't. Some might make you pay $200 a month for the tool. And if they do that, then come on, let's just set up a, you know, uh, I don't want to give too much sauce away, but you can set up pretty much scrapers and anything that you need to use, like Selenium, I think it's called. I don't want to get this wrong. I was trying to look in my code over here quickly, but I import it using Selenium, and that will basically log in acting like you. So when people create these bots and they log in quickly to like Nike and buy the shoes very fast, Nike's not giving us API keys, but you can build a bot that like logins and act like you. So not to get too sidetracked, but basically that's what they're doing. So they now have all the data that they need when it comes to what people are searching for. Because anytime you search for something down the street, something near me, anything, it adds a point to that search's data. And those points for us as SEO people is valuable. And if you don't know these things, then you're just putting out stuff blindly. And that's probably why you might get no views, or hey, luck is a part of everything, and you might get a lot of views, but you didn't know. So that's luck. Uh, Other examples mentioned in a mandatory training video share. Oh, mandatory. Damn. You had to go. You ain't no like, yo, I'm a writer. I went to school for this. I don't want to use AI. Yeah, sorry. You want to still work for this company? Mandatory. Training videos shared with staff include using AI to develop news quizzes, quote cards. Who does this? Does anybody actually do the quizzes? Because I don't know. I think that's a little before my time. Quote cards and frequently asked questions, or suggesting what questions reporters should ask as a startup CEO during an interview. Mm. Yeah, I mean, look, it could access every piece of information on that startup CEO possible. And if not, it's going to come up with questions that they asked other previous startup CEOs that they didn't know much about, and the article did well. So you would just ask them the same questions, you know? There are restrictions. However, the companies told editorial staff that AI shouldn't be used to draft or significantly alter an article. Can't go past paywalls, input third-party copyrighted materials, or publish AI-generated images or videos without explicit labeling. So they got some rules. Pretty much, they're trying to say like, look, you can't use this to write your article completely, but if the writers were smart, wouldn't you just have some off-brand write it and then have your better one right, like fix it, and then it's like, who would know? But I mean, I guess whatever. But at least they got some rules. So we know now New York Times isn't just fully AI, but we know AI is a huge part of their everyday life now. It isn't clear how much AI edited copy the Times will allow in published articles. The outlet promised that Times journalism will always be reported and written and edited by our expert journalists. Yeah, right. In a memo it released last year, okay, buddy. Commitment to human involvement a few months later. Yeah, well, look, you're already using AI to basically guide the conversation or fix any, let's just say, possible errors or improvements. So eventually, I'm telling you, like let's just say not this year, next year, or another year or so after that, but in let's say 3 to 4 years, maybe there will be AI news. And if you think about it, though, AI news, honestly, depending on how it's set up with the brain, right? How its brain is set up, you might, we might be able to get some news that's not biased, right? You might have some news that just is purely the facts. And without facts, if the news was just totally facts, one, we wouldn't have so many broadcast news outlets and shows and all this stuff because it's entertainment. And I think that's the messed up part about it, that there has to be an entertainment piece attached to actual some truth in the news. So long as they partially tell the truth and alter it to entertain you and have you talk about it and allow you to do your research after that to determine what was actually true or was this part said, because we've all seen it where the news will show you a clip, but the full clip would actually debunk what they're trying to show you, but that won't get any views. But if that one piece of the clip brings in all the eyeballs and the conversation starting, and then you go see the full clip, they already got what they needed before that. So having AI might be good, uh, because AI might not know how to include that entertainment aspect. So they might just give you the facts. Like there should be just the facts outlet for sure. Generative AI can sometimes help with parts of our process, but the work should always be managed by and accountable to journalists for sure. So at least they need to hold somebody accountable just in case something gets released that. Yes, baby. We are always responsible for what we report. However, the report is created. Any use of generative AI. Oh my God. Any use of generative AI in the newsroom must be began with factual information, vetted by our journalists, and with everything else we produce must be reviewed by editors. Whatever. Basically, they're telling you AI is coming, and I think they're just doing their part to let you know, like legally, maybe that they had to release this. But this building right here and every other building that they have in the world with the Times, because it's not just the New York Times, it's the LA Times, but the Times. The Times are using AI, and that's just that. Let's see. What's some clickbait? We want some clickbait. We don't want the boring stuff that I read by myself to, you know, get ahead. Huh. Boom, boom, boom. Why did Microsoft admit that AI is making us dumb? Damn. AI is making us dumb, bro? Let's just accept this. Paywall. Come on. Why did I accept that? Uh, do we have like a let's go to the next page. What do nurses really want from AI? I don't know. Nurses? Any nurses in here? Nurses, tell me what you guys want from AI. We got 3 people watching right now. Shout out to you guys. Uh, if you're in here, comment, show some love. I can see the live chat on Twitter. Just let me know and we could probably bring it up. I am going to go live later for Grok 3. I'm just jumping in right now. Go over some news article. The big power of small AI in 2025. What is the big power of small AI? Come on, let's get some news topics that are like worthy of reacting to here. Uh Dream, the first AI company for national cybersecurity, raises 100 million to defend nations and critical infrastructure. 100 million. You guys notice these are getting a little lower. These are getting a little lower. They were much larger investments in like the beginning of AI, but now they're getting smaller because the companies know you just need capital to run the AI, to build the AI anyway. Um, AI has potential for healthcare innovation, but how to unlock it? All right, let's see. Let's see what AI is about to do in healthcare. I like that. Healthcare. In a preview of his talk at, okay, my guy, let's see.
Hello and welcome to HIMSS TV. I'm Jessica Hagan, Executive Editor of Moby Health
What's up,
News,
Jessica?
and I am joined today by Matt Sobalski, Practice Leader for Healthcare AI and Product Innovation at Ionian and LBMC. Matt will be joining us at HIMSS Global Conference in March in Las Vegas for a talk entitled Halcyon Days Ahead, a new epic of forecasting and improving care. Matt, thank you so much for joining me.
Jessica, it's always good to see you. Thanks for having me.
So, Matt, your talk will take place during HIMSS Smart Health Transformation
I might look like I'm in the call because I'm here with them, So this is me. I joined the call, guys.
Conference forum. Can you share with our audience a bit about what you'll discuss?
Yeah, share with my audience.
This is an exciting time in healthcare. When is it not? But especially now, it seems that we're kind of running into a new epoch of care where we used to talk about this quite a bit, and now we've arrived. AI is everywhere. People are talking about it nonstop. But there are some practicalities between the weeds and the flowers of AI, including always on seamless data, interoperability, and the practical application of all of these tools and what it means for delivery of care, whether it be inpatient, clinic, or even digital health tools in the home or in your pocket when you're walking around the street. So the talk itself will be sort of describing use cases and new innovations in data and AI, which I think are transformative, which might change the way we all perceive what we talk about for years. And now we have arrived, therefore, the halcyon days of care.
And so, what do you hope that our audience really gets from your talk?
Interest, curiosity, realistic expectation over the new tech and data, especially with AI and machine learning, what it can do, what it can't do, the promises that are espoused upon us with AI, and also other industry analogs for how AI is being applied, especially in consumer and retail, and applying that to healthcare, whether it be delivery, life science, or pharmaceutical.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be really interesting.
Definitely going to be really interesting. So check it. They are basically saying that AI is about to come into pretty much like, let's get this remote working. Streamlabs, you got to get better at this, dude. Yeah. So pretty much, look, all my healthcare people, or just the world in general, this means that they are working countless hours right now to figure out how to improve healthcare. One, because if you think about it, AI is going to help improve it, and it might be able to make better decisions granularly for a patient based on its health history and stuff. Because right now they give us medicine or anything that might help us or make decisions for us based on previous patients, and like a pool of data, right? Like, hey, this person, this group is this, but they can't really factor in so much other than what you tell them or what they know through, like, blood and stuff like that. So AI is going to help know more because it will allow them to communicate with you outside of the doctor. Because most of us, we go to the doctor and we lie. Do you smoke? No. You might be a smoker. Do you drink? No, you drink. So it's like, if you can, I don't even know how to say this. Like, if AI can track your daily output in life, it knows you went for a walk, it knows you did this, or it knows you are doing things, and you can communicate basically like having like a live chat that's like checking on you or something that you trust to like talk to. When it comes to your health, it might be able to make better decisions for what they give you. And think about like how AI can help improve medicine. Like if the AI is doing research and factor in a bunch of studies, because all these doctors, they don't really communicate, right? But they upload their research. So if the AI can take all the research, compile it into uh pretty much like a one database, and it could take everything that all the doctors did say together. Yes, they all agreed on this. There's a lot of disagreements here. This is this. And then come to like almost like an average or like a one final conclusion based on all of the research and stuff. We probably would have a lot more cures and things like that. But in this world, I'm sure all of these guys or women want to be like the first one who comes up with it. And we all know what like big pharma and how that operates now with it being like shined under the light. If they can't patent it, they're not gonna like, push it to you. So there will be a lot of new findings and stuff like that because AI is now able to work countless hours, and their research rooms can focus on bigger things or anything like that because now the AI is not taking the day off, you know? So stuff like that is going to really help when it comes to this medical world. I'm excited to see because I'm someone with an autoimmune disease, and excuse me, and didn't if I probably had this autoimmune disease 20, 30 years ago before I was born, let's say, it probably wouldn't have been as easy for me to go into remission. And now think about the technology that's come out and that's going to be advancing. They might be able to cure all these damn things. So that's where I have hope for. I really do hope that AI can come in and save the day with those things. So that's cool. So AI in the health space is coming out for sure, and it's coming in hot. Looking on the bright side of AI, seeking the good in DeepSeek. I don't know, man. Look, I don't get why people are hating on DeepSeek, dude. Like, you give all your information to, you give all your info, 100% of your information uh, to like Instagram, TikTok. You give it to your tax website. You give it to your company. Some of us don't like the people we work for. So imagine what they can do with your information. Like, you give your information to people or things, dude. And honestly, don't let the media like fool you, man. Like, what is China genuinely gonna do with information that's not already out there? Okay, like, you guys go on to Nike.com and or you talk about Nike or you do anything, and then there's going to be an ad on your Facebook or your social media because they're listening. They are legally allowed to, until you opt out of it, able to see and hear and just absorb all the information they need to keep showing you ads and stuff like that. So I'm not a fan of all this deep sea cake, because come on, let's hold all of our other platforms in our states accountable. Like, yes, they might now know your email, your password, and yes, other people do too. Shit, I'm sure Chase and all these other like people that send us emails, your password and your account was a part of a data breach. That gets swept under the rug though. But DeepSeek comes out and it blows OpenAI under the water, and now it's like, yo, we can't allow this because they're like, it's almost like it's just some entitlement and it's some like political bull crap that people need to see through. Use DeepSeek. Don't worry about any information being stolen because your information is already stolen 100% through American platforms. All right. At the end of January 2025, a friend of mine from China sent me a note on the social messenger service WeChat. Shout out to WeChat. You need to read this article. Read it carefully. It was an article about DeepSeek, the Chinese AI-powered chatbot on a yep. Unfortunately, 2 years ago, WeChat sent out a clause about privacy that I didn't choose to agree to. So since then, I've never been able to open these public accounts. I am using WeChat more and more rarely. So my friend have to convert WeChat articles into PDFs or forward them to another social media platform before I can see them. Dude, you're so like on these social media platforms, you accept it, they took your information. Like, bruh, stop letting people put fear in your heart. My friend couldn't wait for my response and told me bluntly, my conclusion is that in time, AI can completely replace human writing. Some of the things we humans are most proud of don't really matter because we lost them long ago without realizing it. I knew he was serious, and so I began to seriously look at DeepSeek. I had always thought that AI could replace artistic creations. Those AI generated text, music, drawings, and videos tend to repulse people after being watched a few times. I mean, honestly, think about it. This is saying, this is what regular folks, right? Average humans are thinking. Like, just, this isn't the LA Times. This is people who write for themselves freely. And what they're doing, we just watched a whole article about LA Times, New York Times implementing AI, and they came up with their own AI agent, Echo, and they're using it to write and edit. So if you don't think that big companies are thinking like you're tripping because who works for big companies? Us. The only thing is those bigger companies can hire a lot of us. So if someone out there who has a dream, a vision, or something that they want to work on, use AI to help you advance. Everyone's thinking the same, dude. Everyone. So we get it. Pretty much don't hate on DeepSeek. I don't even want to keep going because DeepSeek should be honestly glorified. They came out with something that's dope, that's free, and OpenAI is just mad. And I think that's why Elon shits on OpenAI all the time because he's like, dude, it was supposed to be free, it was supposed to be open source, and this guy went for profit. And I mean, I'm not going to get into it because that's between them. They're just being petty, but they did what Elon suggested, straight up. And it's good, really good. And they used OpenAI's API key to build what they have and run their company. If you want to plug in to DeepSeek's API key, you have to use OpenAI's import. That's crazy. Just imagine on like different, like on a smaller scale. Just imagine this pen, right? Writes, and the ink inside is essentially the source, okay? But we all want the ink, but we need the outer frame part to actually write. If not, you have this little flimsy essential ink holder on the inside. And that's the outer part is, or the inner part is OpenAI. And the outer part is OpenAI is ChatGPT, and then the outer part is DeepSeek. Pretty much DeepSeek is its own pen, but the ink is coming from OpenAI. That's just let me just end it. What's up, baby? Oh man. So China's tech rally rests on hot money. European. Honestly, there's so many articles being written on AI. This is crazy. Who reads all of this, dude? Um, Musk, new version of Grok. All right, look, let's react to this because this is what I'm gonna be coming back on here tonight to talk about. So, Musk, new version of Grok AI tool launching Monday. Yeah, that's tonight, 8 o'clock. I will be back on stream to stream that live. Hopefully, I'm joining the race on this platform of all the AI folks that are just, making themselves an authority and talking about stuff like this because, hey, don't count your boy out. I'm joining the race. All right. So Elon Musk says his XAI will debut the latest version of its Grok model this week, Grok 3, released with live demo on Monday night, 8 p.m. I'm excited for that. And he's calling it the smartest AI on Earth. That's some advertising right there because smartest AI on Earth is big. And you can't use it without Twitter or X. So, I mean, look, I'm live on X right now, loving it. But I think that's kind of like and you have to have like premium or something. I think I could be wrong, but it's he making people pay for it too though. So smartest AI on Earth, doing his thing. In another post on Sunday, Musk shares some of Grok's handiwork, a play on some of the poems from the Lord of the Rings book, reimagined to introduce creation of advanced large LLMs with search, agency, memory, and humor. Okay, I kept the tone, structuring. Don't get me. I ain't gonna say this word. As close to the original as possible while aligning it with the technological theme. Okay, Gronk is so based. Bro, what is with these older guys saying? The 53-year-old wrote. They had to throw that in there because it's like, dude, what are you talking about? Using internet slang for not caring what others think, adding the tears of laughter. Hey, that's what I like, dude. He does not. He don't care, bro. He be trolling, man. He's the richest man on the planet. He trolls. Like, give the guy some props. Let's go. So I'll be back tonight. Tonight I'll be back. And you know what? I should end it on that. I'll be back tonight to stream and react to this at 8 p.m. I have some videos and some content coming out. I'm gonna be making videos about a lot of things with AI, but more so how you can be using AI to replace daunting tasks and stuff like that, and comparing it to what's already being done by humans and how the AI can do it faster, cheaper, etc. The whole point is not to, once again, we're not at the point in life where AI completely replaces humans. But it does do what, let's just say, we used to do when it comes to computer related work. How about that? If you're doing anything on the computer, the AI can mimic it and it can do it too. So I'll be back later tonight at 8 o'clock. Shout out to you guys who tuned in and watched this right now. I appreciate it. Honestly, I could have 1 viewer, 2 viewers, 3 viewers. I don't care. Okay, I love this, and I appreciate whoever is watching this and whoever watches this after it uploads. Because if you love what you do, you don't worry about the other stuff. That'll happen, and I appreciate the support just from the bottom of my heart. So thank you, and I'll be back later tonight at 8 o'clock. All right? See y'all later.